So hey Karen, how you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good, good, good.
Good.
So,
Good thing.
man, I just can't wait to hear. You know what I'm saying? I know it's been a while. How long have you been detoxing now?
I started in November.
Okay,
Yeah, but I think it was like mid November.
okay,
And so my results have been phenomenal.
okay.
So it's been a few things, not one or two, quite a bit changes since I started taking up really a while.
Now, what were the things that you were initially want to take it for to try to help?
That's high blood pressure.
Okay,
Yeah. So that was the main thing. I was like, I'll take it for the high blood pressure.
okay,
And normally, so my readings, so I'm on medication. And
okay,
so my readings were always 118 over like 80, 119, 120, 121.
okay,
So I was always in that range. So the goal was for me to, see how this would help.
okay. Now, that range you were just talking about. Is
Mhm.
that normally with the medication or was
That's
that
with the medication.
okay? So what happened after that? Did it get lower or were you able to like back off or what happened?
So I took the initiative to take a half a pill in the really old while,
Okay.
without consulting with my doctor. So I said, I'm
Okay.
just gonna try it because I had an appointment coming up anyway. So I'm like, I'm
Okay.
just gonna see what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So I started jotting down my numbers.
Okay.
So my numbers went from like the first couple of days, they were like 108 over 78 with a half a pill.
Okay.
So it stayed in that range. And
Okay.
so all the way till when I went to the doctor. So one time I got a little like, oh my God, my numbers went up. So the highest numbers with the really oh wow and the half of medication was 111 over 80. But I had just ate some French fries and a pop. And so that
Okay.
kind of spiked it. So I was like, well, hey, that's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Well,
Yeah.
that's great. So, what else have you noticed?
Well, I have um vertigo.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean like it was bad. It started in May 2025. Had a really bad hit, where the dizziness. So when I went to the doctor, she was like, "Oh, you have vertigo," which I noticed I always would get dizzy, but I thought, but my iron levels, all that was okay. So I just couldn't figure out what it was. So when the room started spinning upside down, went to the doctor, vertigo, and they put me on medication. So
Okay.
from May until when I started the really, oh wow, I was taking the medicine and I would just, because the I could tell that when the dizzy spells were going to come.
Okay.
And I travel a lot. So I travel by car every month. So I'm like, when I get out the car, especially like when I stop to get gas, I always knew like as soon as I get out the car, I'm about to have a dizzy spell for about a minute
Wow.
or so.
You in tune with your body.
I'm in tune with the body. So, but this is on the medication. So I knew when I stopped in, Pittsburgh to get gas, I'm about to spin around. And so when I started taking the really, oh wow, when I like got out the car, because normally what I do, I try to get out the car, go get my gas and get back in. So the first time I noticed, I was like, wait a minute, I ain't get dizzy.
Wow. Okay.
And so I had stopped taking it. I stopped taking the medication.
Mm-hmm.
And so from that point on up until, a couple of weeks ago when I was out of town, have not had a dizzy spell on the road.
Man, that is good.
So
That is
it has,
awesome.
yeah, it really helped with the vertigo. And then, and I was proud because, CVS would give me that text, oh, your medication is ready. Nah, I'm good.
You ain't even
I'm-
picked it up. You got prescriptions on back order. They
I
waiting on
got prescriptions on back order.
you.
And
Okay.
And I went like a couple of days without taking it really oh wow. And I knew that dizzy spell was about to come on.
Mm.
So once I took it, and I've been, back on track ever since then. Cause I'm like, I can't not go without this.
That is just awesome. That is amazing to even know that it even helped with something like that. You're the first I've heard with this type of symptoms, and then it's helping it. So this is
It's
this is awesome.
and then I also have scoliosis.
Okay.
So, like my left spine, and it's the naked eye can't really tell, but my left spine, is crooked, and then it always had like a swelling and inflammation.
Okay.
And I would like the massages, yoga, it just didn't help. And I had a back massager, and sometimes I would sleep with that back massager to try to get that swelling out, and it would leave burn marks on my back.
Mm.
So day three, when I woke up, it's like when I turned all this pressure on my left side, I heard it go like and crack. All that inflammation was gone.
Wow.
I had tears
Man.
because I had been suffering. And so now, with that, just I don't know with the circulation, I guess, but that inflammation, it is totally gone.
That is amazing. I am so glad to hear that.
Yes, and one more,
Oh, okay. What else?
frozen shoulder. I had frozen.
Yes.
When I tell you I could not lift a 10-pound weight, it felt like I was lifting a house.
Mm.
Ever since I started taking the really, oh wow, now I can lift. I'm back in my workout again. I'm lifting weights because it was really truly a struggle.
Man, I can attest to that. I had a bone spur in my left shoulder. I could see it in the x-rays. I
Hmm.
mean, just pulling up to the ATM would just set my shoulder on fire. My shoulder would be hurting hours later after that. After I started detoxing, that doesn't happen anymore.
Same here.
Wow, that's amazing.
Same
You're
here.
about the third person I've heard to have joint relief.
Hmm.
That's including myself by taking the product. Man, this is amazing. So hopefully here in the near future, I really appreciate all the testimonials because this is really great information. But I'm hoping to maybe get some case studies or get something on a more, I'm not saying this ain't professional. This is awesome stuff, but
Hmm.
I think scientific information would just really take this to another level and probably create a space where people will probably be even more willing to try it because along with testimonies like yours and my own and others, and with some additional information, I just think this would just be very helpful to millions of people who have all kinds of problems and they
Yeah.
want to try something that's all natural versus just taking more medication.
Yes. And I haven't been sick. 2023 COVID, 2024 COVID, whatever neurovirus that's been flying around, I would normally get sick between Thanksgiving and New Year. Here we going into February. I ain't had a sniffle, a cold, and I haven't done anything different. So I have not been sick.
I
And
totally agree.
yeah.
I experienced the same thing because usually in the spring and the fall, I always get sinus infections.
Hmm.
And I haven't had that. I've had the sniffles maybe one time in the past year. And my son has been sick multiple times during the school year. He's had strep throat. I never got that. He's had influenza. He's had a number of flus and stuff like that, and I didn't get it.
Hmm.
So, I really think that this has really helped boost my immune system.
Yes.
That is amazing. Yes, I think this product definitely gonna end up having multiple purposes, because my whole thing was just initially thinking this would just help blood pressure and diabetes, but I think it'll in the future it's going to show to do more than just that. It's going to be multiple benefits to it.
Yes. And
Yeah,
like I said, I'm a walking testimony of,
amen.
I'm like hands down. Now, telling certain people that will listen, like, hey, this product has been working, you know, try it for yourself.
Right.
But I appreciate you so much with
How's
this.
the taste for you?
Taste, this is my, thinking about it. I drink tequila and Hennessy, I would toss that back straight. So you know what? I'm like, I'm gonna just go ahead and it. I don't say it burn, I just say it tingles.
Right.
And you kind of like fix it how some. I like temperature water.
Okay.
So it works better for me, room temperature. And after like a week or so, I started off with like a half a cup. The half of,
And
the
half a
half
scoop.
dose,
Yeah.
half a scoop, yes. And then, so once I got to it, then I just go ahead like, okay, if you was at the bar, you gonna toss it back. So I just go ahead and toss it on back.
You know,
Because the
it's funny you say
benefits.
that. Yeah, I thought about that too. You know what I'm saying? Because, but I think that's the biggest thing is that people will say, "Oh man, it's the taste," but the taste outweighs the benefits outweigh the taste. So, sometimes I forget that. Oh yeah, I took it already because I've gotten used to it now. So
Hmm.
it ain't no big deal to me.
Right. And
I
I just don't.
consider everybody's, opinion.
Right. But yeah, for me, it's like, do I want to take medication, pay this money out of pocket, have this maybe mess with my kidney, my liver, or just, see the benefits of me, just me decrease doing a half a pill and just eliminating a medication. Even my doctor, she like, it's working. So we're gonna keep monitoring another 6 months and we'll see. Maybe I could prescribe it lower, or we'll see about weaning you off.
So you shared this information with your
I
doctor?
just told her I'm taking a detox. I didn't tell her what.
Okay.
I didn't, but I said I'm doing like a detox. And she was like, detox is good. She was like, you're doing like a detox tea, you're taking it. Like, I was like, it's just, a supplement. And she said, well, supplements are good. And if it's working, and so like all my levels have switched to normal because like the cholesterol was itching to the, maybe medication, monitoring
Okay, like
stage.
borderline.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had to kind of like strong arm her because normally she would put my levels on the portal. And I'm like, well, where's my, and everything kind of, and I was like, you can't make no money off of me. That's why you ain't put it on there,
Where are my results? I
Where are
got you.
my results? Yes. So, I told her, I'm just taking the supplement and this, and then, of course, I tell her, I'm working out. And I think like if I do work out, I'm really gonna be, in that. So I was like, I'm working out more, drinking more water, So she was like, well, let's just see, we'll monitor, 6 months.
Okay. That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm looking to hear even more, progress in the near future. And hopefully I can make some, progressive steps myself as far as with the product, as far as getting like I say, more laboratory testing done with the product. So that's what I'm looking for is some more progress. So
Mhm.
man, this is awesome.
But what you're doing right now, I can definitely say it's working.
Well, hey, thank you for even for trying it and believing it and giving it a shot. I really appreciate that. And this is just great. It's going into year two now on this journey with the do detox. So yes, it's I think bringing awareness to the product, is still in that phase, but I think in due
Mhm.
time, when enough people realize that this could be beneficial, I think it could really gain traction because I mean I'm getting more and more people like yourself, so I'm looking forward and I'm excited.
Well, I'm here on that journey with you. So
Okay,
however I can assist testimonies, like I said, if you had auto ship, my order would be on auto ship. So,
right.
so
Well,
yeah.
yes, I am definitely gonna keep you updated with anything new that's going with the product. I truly, truly appreciate people like you, you know what I'm saying? Because this is you're like a repeat customer, and I really appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to just doing bigger and better things with the help of people like yourself. Thank you.
You're so welcome and thank you.